Hello, guys from Alma Hard. We are now here with Nestor. He's a revelation of hard rock in the last years. And thanks to you guys that have the time we to do the interview. Karine Shine for being that interview too. And let's talk about. We have some questions here. Some questions we already know, but the people who watching us didn't know yet. So we're gonna do these questions for that people that follow the Alma Hard too. So, guys, yesterday you opened the Summer Breeze Festival in São Paulo. From what I saw in the videos, what have a large audience following since the first hours the show have a lot of audience watching you. How did it feel playing here in Brazil with that great audience?
It felt great. We were kind of surprised because we opened the festival and it was just a normal working day and everything. But there was a great crowd. Everyone seemed to know the songs. Everyone was singing along. Everyone had a good time. And yeah, it just felt amazing. So we love Brazil, basically.
How are you guys feeling about the new album? The new single, Victorious, worked very well.
Yeah, we feel great about the album. It's we're just getting ready to release it, and there's a lot of anticipation. You can tell from everyone who kind of liked the first album. So it feels great. Victorious seemed to be, that it was a good choice to start with, and we tried it out. The first time we played it live was here 2 days ago in Brazil for the Summer Breeze Festival, and the audience liked it, and we liked it, and yeah, we just we can't wait no more to get this album out there for you to listen to it.
And tell me about the new album. What can you tell us about that Teenage Rebel, the next album? Will album have a specific concept, like in the Kids in the Ghost Town? What will be? Will be a sequence or not?
Yeah, it is. It is a little bit of a sequel. I can say that we wanted to. The first album is how it was to, being a kid in a small town in Sweden, and this album is about the same topics in a way, but instead of being kids and having this glorified idea of how it used to be, the last day on the summer break. So this album is more about becoming a teenager, people telling you that you should, cut your hair, get a job, kind of a thing. And so this album is all about that and how to kind of break free and also how to refuse to grow up, the Peter Pan syndrome thing. So what do you say, guys?
Yeah, it's a bit darker and deeper than the first one, and more like emotion and more depth to the songs, more details. So from being the not caring teenager to the one that's, oh fuck, I gotta get back to school, and people are expecting things from me.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, really looking forward to releasing it. So, yeah.
I have the impression, the feeling that the Kids in the Ghost Town was an it's a album autobiography, yeah, autobiographic. It's really the album is really about your teenage years, what you guys passed in the time, and the like you said in the ghost town, like to say that in your city. It's a really autobiographic album.
Kids in the Ghost Town is the revenge.
Yeah. In a way, it is. A lot of the places and the things happening in the songs in the first album are from our real lives.
Yeah.
The street we're talking about is a street in Falköping. Driving through empty streets, just like we used to do, is Sankt Olofsgatan in Falköping. It's a street. So it is. Not everything about it is taken from autobiography. But a lot of it is. So the memories, the hill, the lake, they exist. These places exist. Yeah.
And as the CD, Toby mentioned on the CD, is when he thanks his wife for the support because he was having a midlife crisis.
Midlife crisis.
Yeah, midlife crisis. It's on the CD. I always take the CD and I read everything.
Yeah. But it's
I hope
like,
to see my name here someday.
definitely.
Even though the band seems like a novelty, yeah, it was a late of the 80s that they emerged. Would you like to explain what the story was like to achieve here in 2020? What you pass? What was your story to achieve here?
Well, it's a really long story, but I shortened up a little bit. But
Yeah,
yeah, as you know, we started the band in 1989, and then we were just kids, having fun. The basics of it was not just to have a band; it was more like having a rehearsal space, becoming musicians, so to speak. And then we kept going for 5 or 6 years or whatever, and then we never said that we took a break. We just paused the band for like 30 years, and then when the pandemic, hit, there was like I was sitting at home playing my piano, and I remember that I played 80s songs for some reason. Maybe it's because of the pandemic, the world was a little bit shaky and all that. But so I played it, and then my wife said to me like, "Yeah, well, you're just playing 80s songs. You normally, play all kinds of songs. You're just doing 80s songs." And then I got this idea that I never really tried to make the full 80s album. So I called John up and said, like, wouldn't it be nice to make an album, really 80s? Because that's what we grew up with, and that's what kind of formed us the most. And then he said, yeah, of course. But should we do it with a band, with Nestor? So we called them up, and I said, like, shall we get the band together? And they said, like, what took you so long? And then we got going, and it's a bit like a time machine. We kind of traveled back with the kids in the Ghost Town album to make that album, but we didn't have the skills and possibilities to make in '89 nowadays. So and Teenage Rebel is a follow up on that one. So that's the long story short.
Yeah, that's funny because your alternative band in the beginning, I like alternative. It's a hard alternative. You have plans to release later recordings in some bonus track or an album. I know that you already released, but released with a new mix or a new version.
No, it's too bad. So there won't be a release of it. We will try to make sure that no one ever hears it.
but I already. It's not really bad. It's a good song.
Thank you. No, but it's like when we did, especially the second album, the black one we call it Insane. I think we're still a little bit proud of that one because it really shows that we really learned how to play and sing. But if you compare it to what we're doing nowadays, it feels very much like a immature album, kind of trying something, not basically. But no, I don't think we will release it.
Yeah. So, did you expect this excitement from the fans? Did you think you would be so well accepted by hard rock audience in the world and here in Brazil? Did you expect this?
No, we never. We are super humble when it comes to everywhere where we play. It's like you never know, but I guess we're lucky in that sense that they kind of like us, even when we play festivals that are really heavy metal.
The German ones too.
Yeah, but the audience kind of likes us anyway, and I think that has to do with the fact that they have the same, inspirations and references as we do. They grew up with Dio and Whitesnake and Europe. So now we are always really humble when it comes to doing shows in new countries. But so far it's been great. And as I said, the Summer Breeze Festival the other day, we had to pinch our arms. It was like amazing.
And just the difference, and here people know all the lyrics and respond and hug you like without permission. So I apologize for my Brazilian excited friends. They do like to hug here and be very
We like that. We love that.
warm. What do you think about the warm welcome not just the weather, but the
Amazing.
Yeah. And the show, the party you to us yesterday was amazing as well. Now we are super thankful. We're leaving today, but it feels a bit sad to leave. We would love
but
to stay.
they will come back.
Yes.
Yeah.
We are negotiating.
It's funny that here in Brazil, the people obvious that have party and drink and have a fun when are in the festival or watching a band, but so many people in Brazil listen to the band in the stage and in or being the show like a cult, like a religious thing. Really watching and singing here, the people is really hardcore fan.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
great. We're super happy.
How many times did you hear like "Come to Brazil" in your videos?
A lot of
People are
times.
very insistent about that.
And as Toby said, we are really humble of the reception of how we met here, and we felt from early on that the South American fans were really listening and wanting to interact and be in there and supporting from like day one.
Yeah.
On the first Morse groups, it became obvious. They came up and hung out with us and spoke and wanted to know stuff. And so it's been.
It gave us presents.
Yeah.
We like that. Keep on doing that.
So, great crowd.
Yes, and I would like to talk about the Kids in the Ghost Town, the album. Why did you decide to produce and release it independently?
From the beginning, I don't think none of us knew that we were going to make an album. We thought, we would start with 3 songs. So, but then when we did 3 songs, we had a lot of ideas, and 3 songs turned into 6 songs, and all of a sudden it was an album. And I remember when we talked about it, and I said, because I've been in this business for a long, long time and had different record labels many, many times, and we wanted to make something that we could control everything ourselves, instead of being, with a label that says like, you have to do this and you should do that, and that album, that song is not good enough, or this song is the single and stuff. So we wanted to keep it independent, but then, so we released it like that, but then realized that, for example, people in Brazil saying like, hey, we want to get your album, but it costs a fortune to get it from your web shop. And we realized that, okay, we probably need a distributor or some kind of license deal. And then we decided to go with Napalm Records to release it. But they are great. So we're super happy, and they don't interfere with the creative things. So they are really good in that way.
I do have a question now. So maybe the next step will be the Nestor Records, and you're gonna start releasing bands.
Yeah.
Bands from all over the world and support
We would
new
love
beginners.
to. Yeah, we already had this Nestor Next thing, which is
Nestor.
like an event to give new upcoming bands the chance to actually play original music on a stage, where one of the prizes, if you say, is to play at Nestor Fest, which is our festival. And as you said, Karine, it's not, we're definitely thinking about maybe becoming a record label or a management, because I think we have the experience, but also the possibility to bring an up-and-coming band on tour, for example, which is we would love to. So yeah, we keep our eyes and ears open to anything that is new and sounds great.
But not just for the news, you should also pay attention on the old ones. They are there for a long time, just working hard, but sometimes got stuck in a well-known, record, and they can't get out because it costs a fortune.
And still talking about the Kids in the Ghost Town, how did you meet Samantha Fox in the video? And the song Tomorrow, you give us an impression that you already met her in the last years, or just was just for the song?
No, she was like, I think she
ex-girlfriend.
It's really
But I guess it was in all of our, on our walls in our boy room. So when when the song was written and we felt that it was made as a duet, we started talking about different options for a co-star, so to speak, and our co-artist, and then her name popped up, and we just did some research on the internet, and yeah, the rest is history.
Oh, great. And one of the things that also caught the attention here in Brazil, I think that a lot of people go to listen your job by the name, the name band that you choose, which refers here in Brazil, Nestor, refers a lot of artists. It's a name of the elder guy.
Yeah.
Could you explain how did you choose the name? We already know it's because, but the people watching us wants to know where the name came
from. Yeah. Well, I wish that we had like this master plan and we could tell you all about, what you talked about, the elderly, the wise guy, all that stuff. But the fact is that we all are big, Tintin, the comic, Tintin fans. And one of the butlers in there is named Nestor, and that's the basics of it. But Nestor, that's a cool name. And it's very suitable for logos. Johnny made the logo, and it's perfect for all that. So, yes, we're also very, very old and very wise.
For you guys in Sweden have the same meaning too. It's the name of the elder man or something or not?
No, it doesn't really have a meaning in Swedish. It's more like the Greek, Greek mythology thing, that there was this king somewhere in the land of Pylos, I think. He was a king called Nestor, and he was the wise guy and all that. But in Sweden, it's more, we realized quite early that it was a popular and a common name in Latin America. And we also, I play a lot of tennis, and I played against Nestor in tennis in Spain and stuff. So no, we never had any thoughts with it. We just thought that it sounded cool, and and of course it's a bit like Tintin.
Yes, it's more simple than it seems.
Yeah, it is.
And this question is for you, Tobias. Besides being a singer, you are a composer, a musician too. Have you worked for a famous artist or have another job in the music in the Sweden or in another country, like composer, musician, or anything?
Yeah, I worked for a lot of years with different artists from all around the world. I worked with Nelly Furtado, for example.
I already know.
Artists and German artists, and I wrote a song for James Labrie, Dream Theater guy.
Oh yes.
And the other guys, in the band, working too with other bands or not? Just for the Nestor?
Well, Johnny's played with other musicians over the years. I've played in local bands just because I love playing, but not touring or playing like that. But always played and written music. Yeah.
Me and Toby had a band called
Straight Frank.
Straight Frank.
But then he kind of left me for his tattoo thing.
He's not a prostitute. He's a very talented tattoo artist. Toby, what is your opinion for all of you, especially for you because you are the keyboard guy? So, what is your opinion on the use of AI for song and music writing? Do you believe the machines will replace us also in this regard? Matrix.
I can answer that really fast, even though I guess no one has the answer. But that music that we do, like Nestor, music that every rock band does, when the music is in focus with an artist, I shouldn't say that it won't happen, but I think it's trickier for an AI to replace that. Replacing music that is non-focused music, like music you listen to when you work out, music you listen to when you study. That kind of music will definitely be AI in the future, no doubt. But I have a hard time seeing that bands like, you know, Bon Jovi, Europe, Kiss, and Mötley Crüe, all these bands, to replace them with an AI. Of course, the music itself could be replaced. It could sound great, but still, I think, you know, we're doing this interview because there are people out there who want to know the story about Nestor, and it wouldn't be that interesting. It's like, no, there's no story. It's an AI band, and they're not born in Falköping. They did not meet when they were, you know. So I think that to answer your question a bit, I think, yes.
I've been in Falköping. It really exists, and their family lives there.
Yes, it really exists.
Yeah.
But to answer your question, I think parts of music will be replaced. But
And about the 3D thing, that holographic things, avatars. Yeah, thank you. And about avatars.
Yeah, maybe, but I think this avatar thing might be for like, yes, we talked about Kiss or ABBA or a band that kind of put their band in legacy mode, and then they keep on going with these things. But
we actually spoke about this question in another way in the car yesterday, that we all kind of think that good musicianship and good music will rise again. Like listen to an old Yes album and the musicianship, how good they play and the songs they write. That people want to hear that again. And so that is also an answer to the AI thing. That I think AI can copy stuff, but to write from the heart.
yeah,
Yeah, I always, when I go to the Foreigner concert, Kellen Branson. Yeah, he always says that we are just 5 boys that like to play music. We don't have anything behind us. It's just 5 guys playing.
Yeah.
But I think the AI is a tool that became to help the artists if you use the right way. I think the tool will help it, but the work is still the same. The work will improve a lot. Will better.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, and goes to the last questions. What's the band, the Nestor, highest points so far, and where does the Nestor wants to go?
Oh, what do you say, guys? The peak so far. Nestor Fest. We have to say Nestor Fest. Super Summer Breeze in Brazil, number 2, but Nestor Fest is number 1. It's like it's amazing to have our own festival and to be able to sell out 2 years in a row. That is the peak, of course. And then, of course, you know, for the future, we want to keep on doing that, of course. But then I guess to do our own, you know, headline tour in Latin America would be nice, of course. And then, it's like with 2 albums, we have the chance to become a headliner.
I was there on the first one.
So I guess if I answer for all of us, I say that to be able to be a headline band that could do our, you know, headline tours would be, of course, great.
Let's go to the last question. Sorry. What are the 3 best albums of all time for you?
I can tell you which ones are not. No, but I think I start, because if I do it first, they can't say the same, right?
Yeah.
So I go with Operation Mindcrime, Queensryche.
Yes.
And then I have to say New Jersey with Bon Jovi, and then I would say Prisoners in Paradise with Europe. Those are the.
Love that.
Okay, Survivor, Vital Signs is an amazing album. Oh my God, this is hard. I'd say Empire with Queen's Random. I did it!
Yeah.
And I have to say, first 3 albums by Kiss, written in 12 months, and released in 13 months. That's pretty cool.
You got off easy. All the album for this band. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
For me, because it's Halloween, the first 70s, part 1, 2,
3.
And 4 and 5 and 21.
Excellent, guys. You have a good taste at all. Very good. Thank you so much for the time, and thank you to Karine to arrange that interview. You guys to come here, take a little time for me, and I have to like the opportunity to see us in the next year or see you soon in the tour here in Brazil. We are waiting us. You will be more receptive like you did here in Brazil this week. So these guys.
Thank you for coming all the way here, and I hope to see you soon back in Brazil.
We'd love to come back. Just tell us when.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that very soon, and I let you know in advance. If I send you an emoji about the police that is coming, you know what I mean, right?
Oh, I have to forget the best questions. What's the number of the police in Sweden?
Sweden 112. 911.
112.
Okay.
So,
thank you very much.
Thank you.
See you soon. Bye,
See you soon. Bye. Muito obrigado.
Obrigada,
Tchau.
amigo.
Muito obrigado. Valeu.